Hi, Samantha here. Welcome to my signature series, Custom Plugins for NinjaTrader. Well, like many of you, I'm a big user of Fibonacci's in my trading. But for a Fibonacci lover like myself, one tool has been decidedly MIA on the NT platform, and that's a good old-fashioned Fibonacci fan. A bit of a staple, I think, for those that like their fibs in gradient and trendline form rather than just plain horizontals. Well, MIA no more, Fib fans, the fan is here. Let's unpack it for a closer look. Now, just in case you've not come across a custom plugin before, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's a process that will take under a couple of minutes to install on your chart. So what happens is the fan gets imported to your indicators panel, and once installed it will populate this icon on the main menu bar of any chart. One click, the fan auto displays, and from there you can pretty much go to town on however many you want to place on your chart. A good practice I find is to have both an up and a down fan cast at any one time on a chart, cast from key highs and lows in the market. Now the reason you do that, well, you'd be monitoring both the up and down pressures at the same time, which I regard as a really solid chart reading practice. Now you can see from the diagram here how the fan splays come about. They're essentially intersection points with the horizontal fib retracements of 23.6, 38.2, 50 and 61.8%, delivering trendline splays that can act as future support and resistance. 50% of course is not a fib number but a well-used measurement in retracement protocols. I use this tool to navigate the sideways chop that occurs after significant U-turns in the market. And sometimes, most traders will know this, the chop goes on for quite extended periods. I mean, hey, the market trends, it goes sideways, and a lot of markets in fact go sideways for longer periods than the actual trending motion. So the worst thing is running out of tracking lines. Then having to recast your fan to get some sort of relevant interaction with price. And have you noticed the more you do that, the more you realize you're not following a fixed protocol in your casting. You're now just falling into the territory of putting your fan where you want it to be rather than where it should be. So when I decided to design my own signature series Fibonacci fan, I wanted to address this limitation, and the byproduct is a Fibonacci fan with more splays than just back to the 61.8% retracement. By the way, there is a whole mathematical sequence and protocol to how these percentages are calculated. The quick story is that we're dividing fib numbers by other fib numbers, and when you get down to numbers like 76% and 86%, you're into half fibs and half of halves. And a final comment on the idea of having more splays rather than less. For those traders who believe they need even more than this, head over and take a look at my Fibonacci Angle Fan, something developed to use either alongside a Fib fan or separately. For Gann and Fibonacci users looking for next-gen applications, check out the other add-ons in my signature series.